Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Big week for Navy athletics as the Navy basketball team is going to be home on Thursday for the men, and then, of course, the Army-Navy doubleheader coming up on Sunday. Time to talk a little men's hoops with Tom Lacey. And so far for you all, overall, 11 wins so far on the season. Seems to be a much deeper roster than a year ago. Why are you guys deeper? And obviously, why do you have more wins with 11 right now?
The non-conference season we did pretty well. We're an older team, and I think in a lot of close games, kind of our maturity and our seniority kind of showed out. I think a few years ago, those games, a couple of them we could have lost, probably would have lost. But yeah, I think we got a really good mix of freshmen coming in. I mean, Cam Davis is playing really well. Tyler Reamersmo is playing well. Evan, the sophomore, is playing great. And I think it's just a good mix of older guys and younger guys.
Now, your entire life here, you've heard about seniors and you hear with other athletes and stuff like that. Now that you are a senior, do you believe it now that seniors have to be leaders? And it's not just one guy within the senior class, it's all of you that are responsible for providing that leadership.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it gets to a late game situation, and just being there as many times as we have in 4 years, I think there's just a level of kind of comfort being there. I think it showed in the 11 games we've had. I mean, we've had 4 or 5 really close ones, maybe more than that. And it's the older guys are kind of the calming influence. We've been there, we've done it, and we just kind of play to win. We make plays that we know we need to make, and to be honest, it's plays that we didn't make in games that we lost earlier on in our career.
Right now, I got a big forward in my house who's had his fair share of technical fouls in the past. You do a lot of talking out there. How do you know where that line is? Because you seem to go right up to the line, but you and the officials and you and the guys on the other team, y'all seem to know where that line is because you seem to enjoy a little chatter out there on the basketball court.
I'm just asking the refs how the day's going and stuff like that. It might come off a little aggressive, but no, yeah, I think unfortunately I'm a little infamous in the reffing community, but I think I don't really know. I don't think they like me too much.
But do you think is that part of your game, though? Is that something that if you consciously tried to cut out, that you would be the same player and that maybe you were conscious of trying to cut that personality part out of your game that seems to be such a part of it and has been since day one?
Yeah, I think it's a balance. I mean, there are drawbacks to all parts of it. So I think kind of the edge that comes along. I mean, that's what I play with. I tell the guys all the time, I'm probably the least skilled player in Division I basketball. I just play as hard as I can.
I would beg to differ since you rebound the ball well, you finish around the basket, you make your free throws, which automatically puts you ahead of 3/4 of the world of college basketball right now. You're shooting in the 70s. You got a lot of guys out there shooting 70 and below. So you've got some skills there.
I think just the edge is kind of the important thing. That kind of goes with talking to the refs and maybe talking quote unquote trash. Again, I'm just asking them how their day is going and all that, but I think it kind of goes along with the edge.
Do they ever say their day's going great, or do they ever tell you, hey, I'm having a bad day? And if they say I'm having a bad day, is that your code word for, all right, I better stop right now?
No, if anything, that means keep going. No, I'm not going to share with what I say out there. It's my own special formula. I pass it on when I'm done playing. But, I think just the edge is the important thing. I think there have been drawbacks where I talk a little too much, and sometimes it takes away. And coach is talking about that, and some of the guys have. Especially in a tight game, complaining to the refs is never a beneficial thing because it takes the focus off winning the game, and it puts the blame on to the refs instead of us when most of the time it's our fault.
Yeah, sure.
For the mistakes we're doing.
You and the seniors have been together for a while now. Has it set in yet that this is the final go-around and each game that goes by is one game less that you're going to have an opportunity to play in Division I basketball?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been 5 years with Sean and Norris. It's been 4 with Bryce. And we've come pretty close. We've grown pretty close through that time. At the beginning of the year and kind of beginning of every year, we always talk about Patriot League championship or bust. It's really the focus of what we're trying to do here. And as things are getting a little closer, I just want to enjoy my time playing with them. I mean, this is the last time any of us can really play organized basketball. There are no overseas contracts. There's nothing like that for us. And I just want to enjoy being with my guys. It's kind of the basis of everything.
Now, I talked about, I think Evan Wick is probably the biggest beneficiary of it. You've got the biceps rolling. How much of a difference has Brandon Spade made in a short amount of time here with you guys from a strength and conditioning factor?
Coach Spade has been awesome. He's a boost of energy. Sometimes long days here, it's easy to just kind of go through the motions, and Spade does not allow that. And whether it's him getting after you or whether it's him just kind of bringing that crazy energy that he brings, he's done a lot for this team. I mean, we talk about Spade's legs, and second half, last 4 minutes of the game, something like that. We're not feeling it as much as the other teams are, and I think that's come along with our success. I mean, that's been proven our success.
No doubt, he's always got the best biceps in the gym when he walks in. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're up in Columbia; it's like 35 degrees. Spade walks in with a short sleeve shirt on just so he can.
He calls himself strong as in the north.
I can understand that. Obviously, a big week coming up here. I mean, you got a chance again on home court. You know how much protecting that home court means. You can't look past Thursday to Sunday until you take care of business Thursday. What's the key to rationing out everything this week to make sure you take care of business Thursday, then turn your focus to Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, again, just come maturity. Maturity is really important here. Every minute of every game is pretty important. A loss to Holy Cross, a win over Army, it's still 1-1. So just kind of approaching every game with everything you got. One common thing we actually got from Kevin Alter back in the day is we say it all the time in the huddle. We ask one thing from you, everything you got, and that's in every game.
Yeah,
Army or Holy Cross, doesn't matter.
Great leader there. I got to ask you, and I'm sure people by now have seen it. You can go to the YouTube feed at Navy Athletics to see it. What did that dunk at Florida Gulf Coast feel like?
Yeah,
a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. Sean
I can't do that on an 8-foot hoop.
I don't know, maybe 7. You got it though. No, Sean just put it in the pocket. Sean put it in the pocket for me. I got a clean jump and just kind of got above the kid. But yeah, it was cool. It was a neat feeling.
Do you ever? I mean, and look, let's face it. We're talking basketball here. When people see you do that, it raises the eyebrows just a little bit more. Do you take a little extra pride in flying high like that? And
yeah, a little bit.
And little showtime like that.
It gives more fuel to talk. Honestly, you get to get under the kid's skin a little bit. I mean, you saw it in Pitt. Got Kid Stevenson kicked out of the game, but just a little more fuel.
Well, you talk, so you got to be able to back it up.
Yeah,
that gives you the ability to do that.
Yeah.
I will ask you one question about Army though, and you get to play them at least two more times, maybe even a third if you face them in the Patriot League tournament. From the time you get here, beat Army is entrenched in you from day one. What are those competitions like, and what are fans going to see on Sunday if they come to Alumni Hall and see you all play Army?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Skill kind of just goes out the window. Skill and who the better team is kind of goes out the window. You just got 10 kids really giving it everything they got, and the game always, one way or another, ends up being a close game. I mean, it's a full 40 minutes of 10 young adults giving it everything they got. So it's pretty special.
For a kid from New Jersey who's now in his senior year playing Division I basketball, look up in the crowd. You see mom, dad up there. Your grandfather's a constant at all of these games. What's that been like to share that experience, and now seeing them pretty much showing up at almost every single one of your games here in your final go-around? Yeah,
it's really special. My parents, I've talked to them a lot, and they've really helped me get through a big chunk of my time here. And, it's not me getting through the Naval Academy. It hasn't been so much my accomplishment. It's been our accomplishment. I owe a lot of my success to them just for the fact that they've taken so many phone calls late at night, early in the morning of, hey, I'm struggling, Pop, Ma, I'm struggling. I'm not sure about this, blah, blah, blah. And they've just been kind of unrelenting support for me through this whole thing. And really, we've done a great thing here, and it's been a team effort on my family's behalf, my grandparents, and on my behalf.
Well, I mean, you think about it. They only let roughly 1,000 people in every year. There's never more than usually 4,400 on campus at one time. That puts you in a rare group.
Pete, I've been saying for years, I'm waiting for someone to pop out and tell me, hey, we were just joking with you when you let you in. we didn't think you'd get this far. But, it's been great. I mean, it's really been great so far. And, Coach Earl, who's at VMI now, he really pushed admissions hard to let me in. And, I got in. It was close. It was really close. And it's just worked out. A little bit of luck, a lot of hard work, and it's worked out.
Yeah, well, we're glad they did. It's Tom Lacey. He's going to be with the Mids coming up Thursday night, 7 o'clock against Holy Cross. And then we've got the Army-Navy doubleheader coming up on Sunday. Come on out and join us. For ticket information, as always, you can go to NavySports.com.